Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are going to start with a quick devotion, not even a devotion so much as a Bible verse, just a word of encouragement, probably a better term for it. We're in the book of Romans, chapter 8, and I've chosen just a few words, just verse 14. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. I think this is a very powerful few words in the Bible. That just a huge blessing to us to just remind us that when we let God lead us, that's when we are demonstrating that we are His children, that we have faith in Him, we trust Him, and we believe that He is going to care for us. But there's more power to that than just God's going to take care of us. If that was it, that would be a lot of power, but that's not all it is. It's also that we're heirs to what God has. I think I've talked to you about this before, that being a child of someone means that you are their heirs. What they have will be passed on to you, and what God has that He's passing on to us is forgiveness, justification because of what Jesus did. In other words, the justice that we deserve for our sins, we don't get because Jesus took the sins of the world upon Himself. And so then we get the reward of heaven. So all that gets passed on to us as children of God. So it's a huge blessing for all who are led by the Spirit of God, are sons of God. Powerful, powerful words. Okay, so let's get to it. Before I share what you have due tomorrow, and you have quite a bit due tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and last day of the week. You've got quite a bit going on, but there's more to it than that. Before we get into what's due tomorrow, I need you to take a look at this document. This is a document that I have shared with some people in the class because they have taken their quiz on EPIC and passed with an 80% or higher. There are several of you who have not passed with an 80% or higher. Thanks. Those of you who have not passed with an 80% or higher, you need to reread that quiz. Now, Delaney did that just yesterday and found that she did much better on the quiz. So you can take that quiz again. Just gotta reread that information. So go to Epic. Southwest was the assignment. Take the book and read it, and then retake the quiz. Okay? If you got less than 80%, you need to retake that quiz. If you haven't retaken the quiz and passed it by Wednesday, you don't get a choice in what topic you get. I'll just be passing the topics out. Okay? So taking the quiz benefits you in two ways. You get to choose your own topic if you pass with an 80% or higher, and you don't have to worry about a grade that you don't particularly like in the grade book. So make sure you take care of that, okay? All right, so my special guest today, Yogi, he is going to be with me as I share what's going on for you for Friday. Okay, so due tomorrow, I'm going to start with English. You have practice 25 due. So there's a couple of things that you have to do. The first thing you have to do, click on Practice 25 Google, complete the Google Sheet. So do that first, because that has to do with exercise 1. Okay, that's going to take you to this page. Click on Worksheet. That link will take you to the worksheet, and there is a video. If you go back to the English folder, loading, it's being so patient. Yeah. Right here, I have made a video for you, okay, that tells you how you're supposed to complete that Google Sheet. Okay, so open up that video, watch that video. That will help you complete exercise 1. Okay, that's just exercise 1. The rest of the exercise is right here. So we're going to go back to English so you can see that fully. We're just going to go back home. Either way, you'll be able to find it. But okay, so then it says practice 25, exercises 2, 3, and 4 is what the other thing is. So you're going to open that up, and it's going to bring up a quiz on the LMS. So here it is. List the 7 parts of speech that we have studied. That's the very first question of the quiz. So you should all get that right because you know that ahead of time. So that's how you're going to complete exercises 2, 3, and 4 of practice 25. Okay, exercises 2, 3, and 4. All right. Do you have any questions about that, Yogi? He's just so locked in. He can't wait to get started with his homework. Okay. So that's your grammar. You also have a math test. Now, Friday we have a Google Meet session at 10 o'clock. Starting at 11 o'clock, we have a math test. And that will be taken on quizzes. So I will give you the code either in the Google Meet, or I will give you the code. I'll also post the code on the LMS underneath math test. Okay, and I'll post that at 11 o'clock. Okay, generally I allow about 1 hour for that test. So if you can't take the test between 11 and 12 because you've got something going on Friday, make sure you let me know so that I can set you up with a code to take the test at a later time or an earlier time. All right. So you've got English, you've got math, it's a math test. No extra math that day, Friday, because you have a math test. Okay. And then the final thing you have is you need to go to the parable of the rich fool discussion and share your thoughts on the parable of the rich fool. I'm interested to hear. You guys have been posting some really good thoughts. Some of you just phenomenal stuff. Great stuff. But I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this parable. Please make sure you respond to 2 other people's posts. Okay? All right. And then you were supposed to have a science discussion you are going to participate into about the eye. Because of everything else going on Friday, I've moved that science discussion back to next week, Wednesday. So next week, Wednesday, is when you will have the discussion about the eye. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a rather long video, but Yogi and I are going to say goodbye. Say goodbye right there. You see him? Say goodbye, Yogi.